Yep, well, bring it.
Hello everyone. We're just having a few issues because my phone isn't fully charged, which is a kind of a me fault moment. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. Nope, that's not it. Hey, my live. Would you look at that? Live. Right. Okay. Oh no, I went into that too quickly, didn't I? Share. Okay. Share stories. Share to more options.
Geez, you're getting good.
It's taken forever to do the post now.
And yep. Here, pass it through from here. You're going to have to plug it in there and then give me the end. Give me the end.
Don't make
Not that
pull
end.
me sounds. It's
Just
not
plug
what I
it in
need
here.
right now.
We've got like 2 meters worth.
And just sit it there, okay?
Right. Okay. Sorry, everyone.
There we
Hello,
go.
Dee. Hello, Debbie.
Hey, guys.
Hello, Mary, and Sandra. We just had a few technical issues because my phone wasn't fully charged, and yep, Noah was being a pain. So tonight we're doing a scrapbook layout with Swan Princess.
Interesting concept.
About mixed meat. Wow.
Your father's phone is here.
Great, he's totally contactable. Okay, right. So we're going to do a hello Raquel, Pam, and Deborah, and Cheryl, and Di. Dee, we will be really enjoyed your mixed media class on Thursday. Oh, thank you. And to anyone else who's watching later, we're going to do a scrapbook layout without mixed media, but using rice paper with it. So then you guys can see how you can use rice paper without having to do mixed media. Because I know some of you are a little bit afraid of painting. I do kind of get that. Like, I understand why it can be a bit scary. At the same point in time, not really. So we're just going to grab out, so I definitely know I'm going to use that piece, and I want to use this one here as my...
She's been slowly creating her own serendipitous creation.
Oh,
Friday night. Serendipitous scrapbook layout.
Oh.
That's a good one. You need to come out now.
That's pretty cool.
The scribe will be here after he washes up for a bit. I'm going with my kid that's got a temperature out to the lounge.
Yeah, Amelia's got a temperature. Noah's decided that he is becoming a sloth. Noah, can you check the biscuits to make sure if they're cooked or not? We don't want burnt ones. Right, you need to turn the oven off. Right, so we've got this and this. Here we go. So often I forget about putting a photo on the page. So we're actually going to cut our fakey. Actually, we're not going to use the fakey photo. We're going to use a photo. 1 minute. Right. Hello, Pam. Yeah. And Karen. Yeah, it's not good. Oh, thank you. And Kathy L. It's definitely not good for Amelia. She went a bit downhill this afternoon after class. She made her take a nap. But yeah, she just didn't quite. She woke up feeling worse, which was a bit of a moment. Let's see. Mum often doesn't scrapbook a photo of her, so maybe we should do. We've got that one, or we've got this one. There's one just her at the Morayfield Craft Show. There's this really cute one of Amelia playing hide and seek. Nope. 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 Wow, these really ain't in order. Kind of wish I had put them in order now. Like a lot. Oh, here we go. I reckon. Right, here we go. So we've got a few options. Maybe we do those two. I reckon. Those two? Yeah, let's do those two. Hello, Diane. Yeah, it's not good that she's sick. Hopefully, it's just the heat's got into her. Because it has been quite hot the last 2 days. So, and she doesn't have anything on her. So, temperature gauging isn't exactly her strong point. Like her strongest, ability. But yeah. So, let's just see what happens. So, yeah, I reckon we do a 4" by 4" 2 photos of them because it just cuts Mum's glasses off just there. So I don't think it'd be too bad. So let's do the 4x4 photo. And then one here. 4x4 as well. Yeah, Amelia has a temperature. So fun times in our house. Yes, so I cut that down to 12 to 12. Just double checking. And then do that. And then we have this piece. Coming out with our photos matted. And maybe no. If we have our photos matted in, what pieces of paper have I got here? There's a full sheet of paper. That one. And if we match our photos in this pink, and then maybe do piece of white. So go like that. There, and do a nice border. And those two with our piece coming above the pink there, and then have like a piece going, or the wood maybe going across underneath there with flowers coming out. Yeah, okay. Let's get started. Oh, sorry, I haven't read any comments. Good evening. Oh, hello, Robin. Oh, she's on. Yeah. So good, she's on. I'm back at work tomorrow after nearly 6 weeks. I'll either be tuning in more of your lives, Redshaw family, I will add. Yeah. Goodness me, 6 weeks off. That sounds like fun. Okay. So we've got 2 2 photos together equals 8 by 4. And then I at least want a 1/4 by 1/4. So I want it to be 1/2 inch extra wide. But I do want to keep the same amount there. So I've got 1/4, So, and then I need 3 extras longer than that. So we need 4.5 by 8 3/4. So we'll cut the first measurement. Maybe we'll cut the barcode off first, actually. Well, that was very successful, wasn't it? Can you tell that my eyesight's completely up to date? My glasses are. Roll a line there. Right, so we need 4.5. And then we need to go by 8 3/4. Let's hope we got this right. I feel like this is the only sheet I've got of this one. Oh my gosh! Look at that. Looks so good. And then we only want an 1/8 around the edge. So, because we did 4.5, it's going to be 4 5/8 by 8 7/8. So, we'll do the long one first. So it's 8 7/8. By 4 5/8. And then we come in. Oh, that looks nice. Right, and then while we have our whopper chopper out, what we're going to come and do is we're going to come and grab our piece of paper 2. And we're going to line this up at the 6-inch mark. Get that one. Right. And then cut this also at the 6-inch mark. So we've got our piece of wood, and what we're going to do, instead of cutting, love those photos. Oh, thank you. Good to see you using the big object. Yeah, I've had to learn how to use it. It's been very much you will learn how to use it moment. So, yeah. Had to, and it's gone all right, I think. So I've got that there, like so. This bit here will come out there. And then what we're going to come and do is we're just going to rip it so we've got the right sides up, and it's going to be about 1 inch wide to 1.5 inches. Right. So we want it to be there by there. And then what we're going to come and do is I'm just thinking, where's our border for this one? We cut the border off? No, we did not. But we could cut the border piece off just to get a nice purple trim with some white slotted in there. So what we'll come and do is we'll just cut the border off this piece here. And the easiest way to do that is to line that up at the 6-inch mark. Okay, and then here so it's got white at the top, just like the last one. Yes, happy Sunday night. We are going to rip our tissue, our rice paper in a minute. You'll see. And then we want, oh, sorry, bumped the frame then. We want about 1/4 of an inch white strip. So I'm just going to eyeball this. You guys can measure if you want, but like, no, not tonight, not for me. And then we come in and it's going to look kind of like that. Go, and then oh my gosh, I'm planning so much. I don't normally plan this much in my life. Okay, right. And then let's tear. Actually, I want to do some framey work with my border. I would like to frame it if possible. I'm just trying to think what would be the easiest way to do this, and it's definitely going to need a trimmer. So I'm just going to grab out my trimmer. And what we're going to come and do is we're going to cut this to a 1-inch frame. Yeah, 1-inch frame. Alright, that would be a 2-inch frame. No, we want a 1-inch frame. So we're just coming in and great gangbusters there. So we're just going to cut this in at a 1-inch frame bit.
Hello.
But we want to be careful because this cut is going to be able to be seen. So we just want to make sure that we don't go straight to the edge, and we'll neaten up the corners when we get to it. Then another 1-inch piece. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to come in with our scissors and cut very neatly to the edge. And did I just rip it? Please say no. Okay, there we go. And then, no, I'm probably making this seem like a very hard thing to do, but it actually isn't. Just seems that way. Right, so we've got that bit there. Let's see, which is the 1-inch border, and then we've got this one that sits like that anyway. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab our piece of another piece of paper number. Another piece of paper number 2, but I don't think I've got it.
Yeah, bigger ones.
No.
No. Yeah, you can use a cloth.
Yes. Probably. I'm just trying to make sure it's not going to be too busy. 1 minute. Might be too busy. I think what we're going to come and do is we're going to use the opposite side of our paper 2. Yeah, so let's come in and we're going to cut this bit. Paper 2 off, and once again it's easier just to line it up with the 6-inch mark and cut off the excess. And what we want, actually it's not going to be enough, it's all good, we'll go with this one. So we want to go 4 1-inch strips. 1. Oh yay. 3. 4. Can you get my iPad charger out of my iPad back in my room because I'm using Mum's brick for my phone currently. Right, and then what we're going to come and do is we're just going to come and tear.
Where'd you put your iPad back?
In my room. Okay, and so for example, let me just come in and set that one on top. So I'm just going to set that one there. And then set that one in there. Thank you. Quick technology break. And then we're going to do our next strip. So these come down to about a 1/2 inch piece. Each. And we'll neaten up the corner bit, don't worry. Okay.
What's the last comment you read?
The Happy Sunday one from Lee.
Okay.
Okay, right. And then what we're going to come and do is we're just going to lay.
Pam says, I love watching you create out of your comfort zone.
Yes, well, let's not get too used to this. Just as a bit of a suggestion.
Well, she isn't using the colour red, so she's staying kind of in her comfort zone.
I'm not using any mixed media tonight. Don't know if you got that memo.
I did, but you used to do a lot of scrapbooking a long time ago.
Yeah. Just like how Jesus was born a long time ago in Bethlehem.
Okay.
So there we go. And then we're going to come in with our rice paper, don't worry. Do not thread. We just need to cut it down to the size we want, and then we're going to tear it. So what we're going to do, we're going to come in with the lopper chopper. And I think we're going to cut it to about just going to cut these white bits off first because I don't really want those on my page. Don't know about you, but I'm sticking photos on this one, so we're being picky. Right, so we want an 8 by 7 3/4 square. 1/4-inch piece of our rice paper. And then what we're going to come and do is we're actually just going to come and wet the edges of our rice paper. And I do not have a paint tub to do this with a paintbrush with because I didn't even put a paint tub on the, like a water tub on this desk, so that I couldn't even use paint if I wanted to. Well, I could, but no, actually I don't have any paintbrushes near me either. So it'd definitely be an interlude if I decide to add paint. See, look, keeping to restriction a little bit. Okay. Yep, so we want that one, and we wanted...
Diane B says, "Whoa, I love what you're doing with the rice paper."
Yeah, how you going?
Just
Good?
a quick tear. Yeah, pretty alright. I'm just trying to get all the sit now.
That's you and me.
It is.
You and me.
Yeah, I knew you weren't going to use these photos.
I would. Use worse. Noah, you've ate a heap of Becky's.
I have not ate any of the big.
You've ate a heap of Becky's as gaps.
I haven't ate any of them.
You have so.
I think you should go talk to Amelia.
Amelia is currently sick.
Sick people like cookies.
You have a massive flaw in your argument, mate. Right, and then we're going to come and stick some of our teared pieces of rice paper under this side. Just be careful, they are still a little bit wet at this point. But that's okay. Then what I think we might do is we'll come in and we'll put some of our decay color cuts in there with maybe, or you reckon we could use maybe to add a bit more of that purple, and we could use those ones instead. The fantasy florals, or we've got, I'm not just grabbed a whole bunch of stuff, to tell you the truth. I don't know if I'm going to put a flare on there. We could put a little mini camera. And then, what else have we got? We've got a swan. Oh, we've got feathers. Swan. So much stuff here, honestly. We've got several tiles to choose on. We've got Shine On or Sweet. We could do like a Shine On. I wonder if we got a mini camera. That's some leaves. But we're gonna make like a nice cluster. But first, I think what we need to do is we need to. Oh, thank you. We need to actually come in and stick our base together.
No, it's like the close of the wine.
I like to tell them, look at the frame. Yeah. So the frame is it's to match that ripped look that we did. Okay, buddy. To match that ripped look that we did, and to get it all kind of sitting nicely. So what we're actually gonna come and do to stick this together. Because we're going to stick our base together and then get our rice paper, our foam, and kind of have these bits sitting there, but with enough room that we could actually get the all the little bits for the clusters underneath. We ain't doing any fussy cutting in this class. I don't do fussy cutting. Simple and plain as that. Oh, see you then, Mary. Have a great night. Oh, okay, Robin, you have a great day too. Okay, now. Purple flowers, it's in the pink paper too. Yeah, I reckon, yeah, the purple flowers would look nice. Definitely. Instead of the bouquet ones. And then if we do... I was thinking the camera, but even if we do like the swan maybe. Paper piece it in. Because we're not using paint, we can't just go back in and add like a flick of colour if we've missed something. So we differently, or we could do ink for that, but like we are trying to stay away from all mixed media techniques tonight, which does include those. Right. And then I just realised how much of a dumb idea that just was. Okay, right, so then we got our first frame piece. There we go, and then we're going to come in and we kind of want to line up this side here first. Go. Oh, that was a bit on an angle. Oops, a daisy. And then there's our last piece. Okay, and then we got that piece there. So what we're going to come and do is with our tape, big tape again, we're going to come in and then tape this bit. And because this is our base layer, we want to make sure that it's well stuck. So even burnishing the tape would be a good suggestion at this point. I'm just leaving a bit of a gap at the edge because I don't know if I want to stick any... I'll probably want to stick some gauze or something behind that bit. So, you know, just trying to like double make sure I've got all my areas covered. That's what I'm probably going to do because I know myself really well. And then what we're going to come and do is we grab our frame. Get that piece stuck down. Okay. And then flip him over, and we've got a fair bit of tape showing on the back. As you can see. So what we're going to come and do then is we're going to grab him. Big one. Okay. I'm going to just flipping him around. It is nice, but we're just trying to get it to look so that it's not so sticky. There we go. Right, and we've got our base. So that there is our frame. I'm just going to lift them up to show you. So as you can see, got all the different bits and pieces there. What wide of tape are you using? That big one was the widest one we've got. I believe it's 48 mil wide. Noah, 48 mil wide tape, please. Link. Or 36. I know, I'm pretty sure it's 48 though. I'm sure it's the widest we've got.
Yeah, 48 is the widest we've got.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then what we're going to come and do is we're going to get our photos done and dusted, because what we want, so I'm just going to come and stick down our pink piece onto our white. And the easiest way to construct a page to make it so then you can put clusters underneath everything and all the rest of it is to actually use a fair bit of foam and foam up a few of your objects. So I believe we're going to probably foam our photos up and also foam up the back of this one. I know it's going to make it a bit dimensional, but it'll look nice if we've got enough foam tape for it. So we've got that bit. That's an empty roll of foam. That's a piece of foam off a roll. Nope, we will not be doing the photos.
Cheryl McConnell, Cheryl M says, I liked what you have done with the page. I wish I was better at tearing. I will have to practice.
Yeah, it's just a bit of like a learning curve. Like, I get what you mean by some. I found it really hard to control my tears and make sure that it didn't go everywhere and anywhere when I first started, which was a long time ago.
Raquel said you can use scissors with different blades on them.
Yeah, definitely. Right, so what we're going to come and do is, because we're a bit limited by the amount of foam we've got, what we're going to actually come and do is stick our photos on with double-sided tape, and we'll lift them up if we need to add bits and pieces underneath, which we probably will. There we go. And then what we're going to come and do is we're actually going to stick this piece onto where we want it to sit on our rice paper. And I think what we might actually do, so it goes like that. It goes like that. So that just looks a bit nicer, I reckon. What do you guys think? Bit nicer? Yeah, definitely. Okay. And then we're gonna, yeah, so it's just about, I guess having no fear would be definitely something that I would say with tearing. and being okay with what you get. It's when you make a plan that things don't really work out. So, you know. Although, in saying that, I'm currently trying to learn how to draw portraits. I don't know why. It's always been something that I wanted to learn how to do. I'm not very good at it. I'm not good at realism. I'll be completely honest with you. There's a reason why I do abstract and mixed media. It's because I find realism very hard to do because of some of the constraints it adds. But, yeah, I'm trying to learn how to do it. I don't know if I'm being very successful. It's definitely nothing I'm willing to show yet in public. God, no. But, yeah. Trying. So who knows? So we go, yeah. So I like it like that. It's just about planning it out. And I do it on top of the page. I know that's a bit probably risque, but I do it there so then I know what it's going to look like when it gets stuck to the page and how, and if it's going to fit in the frame and all the rest of it. Or else what might happen is we go to stick it down and it doesn't actually fit in on the page because we've gone too wide or something like that. And because the rice paper is it's translucent, so you will be able to see the tape behind it when you stick it. So we're going to hide our tape behind our photo mat. Go. Flip it around and stick our piece down. Yep. As you can see. Yeah, and then we're going to come in and we're going to stick our little pieces of wood, white, and purple. And then we're going to come and add our clusters. Where's that other piece of white? Don't tell me I've accidentally chucked it somewhere. Okay. Got a piece of white. Pulling it somewhere. You might be cutting another strip yet. Some white. That's alright. We'll cut another strip. It's not like it was that difficult to do in the first place. Eyeballing 1/4 of an inch. Right, let's get started, shall we? So what we're going to do is we're going to flip over this piece and we're going to tape the back of him. And then put our white piece at the top there. And then what we're going to come and do again, put another white, another piece of tape on the back. This is to save us from getting glue everywhere, and I do think that's gone a bit crooked. Like, I guess it is what it is. I'm not too pedantic about if things get crooked. I can't realistically be too pedantic about those types of things. Like, just the whole eyesight and everything, I've just got to live with it. If it's not straight, it's not straight. It's not the end of the world. I can always try better next time. Right, so we've got that piece there stuck down, and then what we're going to come and do is we're actually going to slide a piece of tape underneath here. So we're going to lift that bit up before we stick it down, and we're actually going to bend and tape. So then we get even more bits of our rice paper stuck down. Oh, hello, Liz. Yes, you can use different blades or scissors too to do your trimming. Your tearing. There we go. And then we're going to come in and do our next one. So just pull that bit over. Go. And we come again in. You go on there. Fold over the extra bits. And on the purple, and then put that bit down. Tear that piece off, and then just come in, cut the extras off that side first, and then I do think I've got about just a mil out of this white here. Yep, there we go. We're just going to stick it so then we can kind of eyeball it where it's going to go, and we want it just a little bit outside of our, oh, we're not going to make it fully outside the frame, so we'll go a bit more in the frame, I guess. Yeah, about there. So it's about the same amount of border on each side then. You either go around the same amount of border or you go just a bit over the actual border bit there, just so that it looks nice and not odd, like it sits perfectly within a frame that your eyes suggest, because there are logical places for placement if you want people's eyes just to like settle on your page a lot. So there we go. So we've got that. So there's our base so far. And then we are definitely going to use these purple flowers, I reckon, and some gauze to decorate, along with, okay, where's the sequins is the next question. So we definitely need sequins for this page. What do you all think? You reckon sequins? I'm thinking so. Sequins, if I can find them. Okay. That's odd. I cannot find the sequins. Give me a minute. If you guys want to look, I've got 2 tile choices. I don't know which one to do though. I've either got Shine On or Sweet or Bliss. Either option would work. Oh, there's some more parts. No, that's not the sequence. Some other pack of flares. That's paper. Oh. Finally, that's what the sequence is. Okay. Finally found the sequence. Oh, thank you. And add some pinky paint. No, we're not adding paint. Reckon sweet. Okay, and we got that one, and maybe the love hearts. I was going to use the leaves, but I don't know. I need more than 2 if I was going to use leaves. I'll be completely honest. A lot more than 2. Right, so we're going to cut them and get out our word sweet first. Thank you. Bliss, you reckon? Oh, Sweet outweighs this time, so maybe if we use the word sweet and then come in and we'll use bliss in another project. Soon to be used, I guess. Okay. So we come in and put the sweet, so it does that. Also it comes in, sits there. That, because what we'll do is we'll use these fantasy bouquets number 3 to come in, because we're making a page, a rice paper page, or a page with rice paper without mixed media, or without paint in particular. We are going to be using gauze. I'm sorry. It's compulsory. I don't think I've ever done a page in like the last 5 years without a piece of gauze or paint. It's always had one or the other. So I'm just tearing them up because I do want to get a bit of height going for my sweet. Word here, and I do want to get maybe not that one, but maybe instead there, and then another one here. With another piece underneath that way. What are we thinking? And then, okay, we're going to ink our title. I do know that. We will ink our title. Yeah, it does really finish off the page. And I was thinking maybe just... nope. No, the love heart's too big. What if... Hold up. Let me just try maybe the actual... Hold up, can everyone still see? Or is your video still working over there?
Yes, it is.
So it's just Mum's iPad?
Yeah, it usually never works.
Okay, now I can't see the comments anyway. Okay, that's alright.
What was the last comment you read?
Cheryl going, of course, and Diane G says no Swan. Actually, we could try the Swan, couldn't we? Maybe, because I did say we could use the Swan.
It is Swan Princess.
Yeah, let's have a look at the Swan, because I don't think the leaves are going to match us either, unfortunately. Like, we could maybe, but probably not. Where's the Swan? Oh, hello, Sandy. Oh, that's okay. I reckon. Actually, yeah, and then we could put like another flower, maybe. Hold up. Let me just deal with the Swan's placement real quick. Right there. And then where's our gauze? 1 second. Maybe we grab our gauze and we just come in. Oh, don't forget, guys, about the sale too. It ends at midnight. It's the Studio Light stamps and dies. I think a 15% off. No, can you confirm that? It should just be on the front, like it's at the very top of the website. Yeah, Mum's iPad's having a bit of a crash moment here, mate.
15% off cutting dies and stamps.
There we go. Yeah, I think this one looks good. Thank you, Diane, for reminding me too. It just needed it, I think. We're just coming in and we're tucking in some of these bits and pieces of gauze.
I love this one.
Yeah. Just because the sale does end at midnight tonight. And all of the GICS kits are available. Some of them are missing photos. Truly sorry about that. We kind of got a bit slack on that one there, I think, after Friday, just because, yeah, trying to preserve energy here to teach classes. And then I'm going to ink it that one there, I reckon. Not too heavily, but just to give it like a little bit of a tinge, the sweet word. And then I think we might be done once we stick all that down. But what do we think? Oh, and we're going to stick some sequins on. I don't think it needs a flare. I'll be completely honest with you. I'm not really a flare person. I do like flares. I love the designs on them. I just don't use them that often. Don't ask me why. I don't know. I thought I would use more of them. Although, in saying that, I probably do use a lot of them. Maybe, I don't know. It's a fair chunk of them, actually. Who knows? Now, yeah, let's just come in and we're going to stick some tissue paper. Some of our ripped tissue paper bits actually with some of these bouquet bits, just to link it back to the tissue paper here. It's just about these little fine details. This page is a little bit about it being mixed media. Yeah. Once again, do not get used to this. I actually went down the mixed media pathway because my grandmother didn't really like it, and by me doing a bit of rebellion like that, it gave me power against some of the insults that she flung at me when I was a teenager, which she can't remember now because she has dementia. So, you know, kudos to that.
Nana still remembers.
Yes, Nana does remember. And that is why Nana stopped flinging insults at me when I was a teenager about my weight. Because, well, she still flings a few, but not as many as what she could. Or of what she wants to.
I think Nana's going to have enough problems being called Great Nana.
Yeah, because of our cousin.
I don't know how Nana's going to say that Nana means young when she's being called Great Nana.
No, I think the other one already has a great-grandchild. So, unfortunately for Nana, she gets what's not being taken.
Nana's probably been taken.
Exactly.
You're going to be Grandma.
Don't tell her that. Right. So we just... Yeah, dementia does suffer at the same time. because she has it, at least we've been able to, I guess, reform a relationship. Like, she doesn't remember it, and I showed her and my artwork that I got hung in Melbourne, that is hanging in Melbourne currently, like in Brunswick, Victoria, which is in the Melbourne area.
She liked it.
She liked it, and she was very supportive of it, which was great. You know, like 6 years ago, it would have been a completely different story. So, you know.
Because our grandmother was a landscape artist.
Yes, Grandma was a very traditional landscape artist. I can paint landscapes very well. Mom is a traditional portrait artist when she spends a couple of hours doing it.
That's right, madam.
Mum is very good at portraits. But yes, so just that's what happens. But no, it's a good. I'm very good at what I do, which I'm very grateful for because it is my passion. So, well, that and arguing. But I'm told that that's not really a quality that you want to have when you look on the job employment, like when you're looking for a job.
I mean, could you an argumentative club?
Like, that's why I thought about going into politics, to tell you the truth, because they just argue all the time. But I don't want to be really seen as a toddler to the public. Because honestly, sometimes you wonder what they get done in a year.
Yelling? Paid yelling.
Paid yelling. Paid to act like a toddler.
I don't know if you should be saying this on live Facebook.
I really don't care. I'm an educated person. I can probably give several instances when it's happened. So anyway, so we're using light modeling paste to get our dimension on our bouquets. We're just coming in and we're sliding it in underneath. This is also because the light modeling paste will go through the rice paper to the bottom if it's on top, and it will stick that rice paper down for us, which means it will add a bit more extra body to it and get our page a little bit more stabilized, because currently the rice paper is going a little bit everywhere, but that is okay. So we're just going to come in. This does take a little bit of coordination with a palette knife, so if you are scared of palette knives, foam tape and glue all the way for this part. It's just that we're a bit light on the foam tape area currently. So, yep, we're coming in with light modeling paste. We'll get some foam tape from work tomorrow. Before Mum teaches on Tuesday, because she loves foam tape. Alright, so we're just coming in. Okay. Boom. However, the good thing about modeling paste is that you just lift up your project and you slide it in and it glues. And then you're able to actually keep your gauze and everything where you want it to go. Just going to make sure you get enough in there before you go pushing downwards on it. So we just need a little bit more over this way. You can tell that because we can lift the majority of it up still. So just need and then I'll do the same thing over here. It's basically just that. It's like kind of like buttering a piece of bread. And then come and do this one here. And then put that one below. Grab a bit more modeling paste. Like I said, it's like buttering bread. Okay, there we go. So now what we're going to come and do, just going to clean off our palette knife. And then we're going to grab our glossy accents, or your Couture Creations 3D crystal accents, or your Dimensional Magic if you're so lucky that you have some left. And we're just going to come in and we're going to glue down our Swan, but we're not going to lift it out. Because if we lift it out, we're never going to get it back to where we have it. And I do like the position we've got it in currently. So I'm just going in. Oh, shivers. Forgot this one. Whoopsie daisy. Get some glue on the back of him. Slide that one down. Put in. Okay, and then we're just going to come and do some glossy accent dots. Coming out of our Swan there, and a few over here as well. Just right, and then I'm thinking, and just before we stick on the sweet word, I'll just show you all the things. So as you can see, the modeling paste gives it the dimension we need to be able to sit the sweet word on top of that, and so it sits evenly across to that side. And then we've got all of our other clusters, as you can see, all nicely stuck down. And then what we're going to come and do is, so we did colour this sweet word in with just a little bit of cherry. It's now a light purple. And we did that just because our sweet word did need a little bit of colour, else it was going to get lost. And if we are going to all the effort to stick down a title, I kind of don't want it to get lost. I'm not going to lie. Don't want that to happen. And then I'm going to come, I'm going to stick him down. He goes, this is where he goes. Hold up. Oh, shit, there's a bit glue everywhere now. Oh well. There's nothing like that would be unusual there. Okay. So we've got glued, we've got the title down there now, and then what we're going to come and do is, before we stick down our sequins, we do need to do some journaling. Or else in 7 years' time, this might look like Amelia and probably me or Mum, because Mum doesn't age. Literally, she don't age. Actually, that
did have 3 clones.
is that wide enough for him for, you reckon, journaling? Yes, it is. Okay, so this one here. And we're going to grab our pink juice up pen, and we're going to go first we need Morayfield Craft Show 2022 scissors. And then the second strip we need is although I don't think we probably need anything else, just that one strip will look nice there. Yep. And then we'll grab up our black juice up pen because we are going to probably do just a little bit of doodling in a second. And yep, I'm trying to get my journaling up on frame tape. Just because I think it will look really nice if we are able to get it up on foam. Yep. Is that a bit of an avalanche? I'm about to deal with it. Right, there we go. Got the guards back on. Right, so we've got that one down there now, and then come and that's a piece of tape overlapping there. From how we did our little construction on the back. I'm just coming around and doing a little bit of doodling. Not all along the edge, but in a few spots. Okay, and then right, and then we're just gonna come in and do this bit here as well. So we can see that they're doodling around the edge of that sweet there and the little X's. And then we just need to add our sequins. I know this is a bit of a long class. Really sorry. But I will ask anyway, are you creating a kit for this fabulous layout? If so do I. No, we are creating a kit. I'm just going to be creating it after class because Noah's scrubbing for me tonight and he missed half of it because he had to do the dishes. So I will be making the kit straight after class tonight and putting it live, and I will text the Creative Family, the live notifications group about it and do like a little bit of a Facebook post after I get it up, so then you guys will know about it. But yeah, it'll be pretty much only a few minutes after this one. It's not, no, it's no longer when so many people watching. True. Thank you, Kathy. Alright, so we're just coming in. So yeah, not a silly question. We're just going to come in. I don't really want any of the blue ones, I don't think. Just add some bits and pieces. And just adding them to the layers here. Just so then the cluster looks a bit more natural and unforced. And then
Finishing off the washing up. No, but
Alright, and then we're just, I don't know, do we need any more sequins here, I reckon we just need maybe one or two over here. 1 minute. We're nearly done. Just a bit more detail.
did you mentioned there's going to be a kit after class now?
Yeah, I said that.
Because Mum will just know we come in here to say that.
Really? So I'm really pleased that you had to come back out here. What do you reckon? Maybe just one or two more. I'm sorry. And then we got to that. I am using these tweezers just because it helps not to get glue everywhere. One more. And I think we're done, or else I'm just kind of keep adding sequins. For the sake of adding sequins. Right, okay. And that there is our page for the night. So I'll just put a link up to the Swan Princess and the GICS kits. I will be making a class kit for this after class tonight. So that's that one and that one. That one there. So as you can see, that was tonight's page. Thank you all for watching. We do have, so once again, the sale is ending at midnight tonight for the Studio Light stamps and dies. We will be busy packing everything tomorrow. If you do want to be in the Day to Remember retreat and you haven't booked in, tomorrow is the last day that you can call us in store or message us online and book into that as we start making kits tomorrow. Anyone who has signed up for that one, the extras will be in the Facebook group hopefully by Friday. There was a few other announcements. The new Tim Holtz colour was announced. It's a nice light grey. It would actually be perfect to ink with this page. I was literally thinking that as I was doing. I was like, oh, we could have just inked this one with the nice new grey that Timmy's releasing. It should be here soon. We're hoping for the Minte pre-order to be here soon. The Lemoncraft meal pre-order did come in this week, so anyone who's been ordering over the weekend and has reached the postage limit or paid for postage on those ones, it will be sent away within the next 2 days, just because we've got a bunch of stuff we've got to manufacture, obviously. And thank you all for joining us on this beautiful weekend. Leafy paper justice. I struggled with it. Oh, I love this leaf paper. I just never know what to use it with. Once again, it's like flares. I love it to pieces. But thank you all for coming. And we shall see you next week, starting with our Tuesday morning class, card making class in the Creative Family group, which you can just go over and join. It's a private group, so you just got to make sure you answer the questions. It's just to make sure that you be nice to everyone. I'm sure we can all agree on that one. For Mum's card making class with whatever kit we have this week. So thank you all for coming and joining us this weekend. And for anyone who's watching this later, thank you for watching and have a great night. Bye.